Witness the colossal boxing showdown nobody expected, live on Netflix. International superstar Jake Paul, the sport's most watched fighter, takes on Britain's two-time unified heavyweight world champion and Olympic gold medalist, Anthony A.J. Joshua, in the most dangerous and defining matchup of their careers. This is Judgment Day. Watch Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on Netflix.
At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew, which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
The greatest college football coach of all time is now an owner of an NHL team. This is The Hockey Show.
ما في وقت للعب 9-1 كونتينيو 20-40 استوديو نبني ولا لازم نشوف.
David Drork is to my left. He works for the Hockey News. Ethan's in the other studio, and Rose is on vacation. My name is Roy Bellamy. This is The Hockey Show. Please follow us on YouTube. It's The Hockey Show DLS on TikTok, The Hockey Show 7, and on X, Instagram, and Threads, Hockey Show DLS. As I said earlier, and that's a fine. There is a new owner in the NHL. The man is no stranger to winning championships. In fact, he's won 7 national championships. That man's name is Nick Saban.
Should have won a Super Bowl or two.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but he's a minority owner of the Nashville Predators through his Dream Sports Ventures LLC. What do you think? You think he's just going to come in there and kind of raise house over here and
I
flip
hope
over
so.
some tables?
I hope he goes in there and absolutely like Sabanizes or whatever, Alabama's, whatever he needs to do. He goes in there and he gives them the Saban way. He tells them, like on the commercials, you're not going to be showered more than 2.5 minutes and no barbecuing after whatever. Like, I want him to go in there and right the ship.
Barry Trotz does that already.
Well, it ain't working.
Yeah, they're tied for second the worst in the league right now with Seattle.
I remember last year over the summer we were all excited when they made all those moves to Stamkos and Marchessault, and it looks like they're loading up for another run, and no, it has not worked. So yes, get Nick Saban in there as soon as possible if you want to fix things in Nashville.
Yeah, we kind of just forgot that they had no centers. Like we saw like Stamkos and Marchessault and Brady Shea, and then the Brady Shea contract has been really terrible, and Stamkos, boy, did that look like a good move for the Lightning. And Marchessault hasn't really worked out, and then we were like, oh wait, they don't have a second line center. They don't have a third line center. They don't have a fourth line center. This team's kind of bad. And yeah, I mean, you can win the offseason all you want, but as we know, doesn't necessarily always translate to winning in April, May, and June. So
you went hard on that office party, didn't you?
I'm just tired, Roy.
You do sound like you're
a lot
in rough
anymore.
Shape. Well, you were the one telling. Did you end up going out after the office party?
We did go out after the office party. Yeah, and we had a fun time. But I mean, I wasn't out that late. Not any later than and I slept down in the Grove instead of Hollywood, so I didn't have to wake up. I got like an extra 45 minutes of sleep today, which was really nice. So
congratulations.
I'm still exhausted though.
Like an hour and a half more than I did.
I
went home early.
When I hear a young person sounding that bad, it's kind of like, man,
I don't even feel bad this morning. Like, I feel fine this morning. I'm just tired.
You look like
I'm
shit.
just tired. Well, that's great.
That's
Thanks,
a daily
David.
occurrence.
Yeah, thank you.
On Wednesday,
that's not any different from how I normally look. So.
On Wednesday, David and I went to Lone Depot Park to see the start of the build for the Winter Classic. The playing surface, they're laying things down.
The decking.
Yeah, the decking.
We learned some words.
Underwoods.
Yes.
Yeah, Bill Zito talked to the media. So did Derek King and Andrew Higgins. Derek King is the VP of hockey operations for the league, and Higgins is the senior manager for facility operations. So, they know what's going on over there.
These guys are like the Winter Classic gurus. They know everything, all the ins and outs, the ice. It's pretty cool listening to them and hearing some of the knowledge that they had.
And before I go to you on the information that you know that is going to happen for the Winter Classic, because they're making some things that are usually different from the actual regular season games at NHL rinks. Apparently, the NHL has decided to go with a former white boy rapper, now singer, Role Model. That's the name of the guy. The name of the guy's stage name is Role Model. His actual name, by the way, is Tucker Harrington Pillsbury. He's from Cape Elizabeth.
His real last
Maine.
name is Pillsbury?
Yes. He's from Cape Elizabeth, Maine. That, my friend, screams Miami.
Him and I need to connect somehow of people with odd last names, but that's an interesting one. I've never heard somebody with the last name Pillsbury.
He's also gone by the stage name Dillis, Tucker,
And Doughboy.
and Saint Laurent Cowboy. Saint Laurent Cowboy.
All right, resident young person, do you know who role model is?
Never heard of him in my life.
All right.
Well,
Never
there you
heard of
go.
him in my life.
This makes me think of the All-Star game that we covered in Toronto where I didn't really know who Tate McRae was when we were going up.
Yeah,
still
but
don't
you
know
should
who
know
she
who
is.
Tate
No,
McRae
well, now
is.
I know
You
who
should
she
know
By
who
the
Tate
time we
McRae
left
is.
All-Star Weekend, I was well aware who Tate McRae was. So maybe I'm going to learn about role model around New
Tate
Year's.
McRae might be making an appearance in the show later today. Stay tuned.
Giggity.
Okay. You have any info on this build, Dave?
I sure hope so.
How is Tate McRae showing up? Is she in the
You'll
studio?
see. I don't know.
Okay.
Tate McRae's a girl.
I said she.
I thought you
she.
said he.
Yeah.
I heard he.
Did we
Is
not
he in
learn
the
anything
studio?
in Toronto, Roy?
I saw the woman. Yes. But anyway, info.
So one of the cool things I thought was interesting, because one of the concerns, I guess, not for us, the novices, is like how are they going to maintain the ice? They're actually going to build the ice almost twice as thick as they would at a normal NHL rink. Normally, it's like I think a quarter of an inch to an inch and a quarter to an inch and a half thick in a regular rink. Right. They're going to take this potentially all the way up to 2.5 inches, just so that way, if the ice does melt a little or if it's not the way that they want it, instead of adding water to it, they're just going to shave it down. And they're going to get it down to a place where they say the players are going to be really happy with it when they practice the day before. And the other thing is they're going to start building the ice like a day or two before Christmas. That's like right now they're building the rink, the infrastructure, all that. And you're smiling about something. I'm curious. We'll find out in a second. But they're going to actually start building the ice around, I think, the 22nd, 23rd, I think is what they said at the presser. And then from there, they're going to crank the AC up in Lone Depot Park. They're going to close all the doors, all the windows. They're going to turn that place into an ice box until they open it up for the game.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is 2.5 inches is a lot.
Okay, I appreciate you holding on to that one, buddy.
I mean, for crying out loud.
It's above average for some people.
That joke was below average. I mean, what are you doing? All right. It's time for Puck Luck. It's sponsored by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. David, can we finally win some money for people?
I think we got one this week because the Panthers are playing on a Friday.
Yeah.
And we got the Panthers edge.
But they're playing Carolina.
They are playing Carolina, but that means we're getting good odds. And I'm going to go with the hottest Panther that there is right now, and that's Carter Verhaeghe. He's been ripping puck. He's been scoring goals. He's been doing everything. The dad bump is real. He has hit his over 2.5 shots line 9 of his last 10 games. And like I said, we're getting good odds because it's Carolina. So we're going to loop in Verhaeghe's shots. We're going to loop in Nathan McKinnon's over 3.5 shots as he's hit that line, Roy, in 11 of 12 games. And Winnipeg are in the top third of the league in giving up shots on goal. We are also going to take Colorado's money line against Winnipeg to add a little bit of juice to the parlay. And finally, we're going to take Nick Robertson of the Dallas Stars over 2.5 shots on goal. He has hit that in 3 straight. No, excuse me. He hasn't gone 3 straight games all season without hitting that line, and he's missed it in 2 straight. So I got a good feeling. Anaheim also allows the 8th most shots in the league. And the odds on that parlay, Ethan, plus 531. So let's make some money today, guys.
All right, it is time for Rosa en un minuto. Take it away, Rosie. All right, it is time for Rosa en un minuto. Take it away, Rosie.
Start with the music. Hola hijos, este es un minuto de hockey con Rose. Esta vez nos vamos a San Luis, donde la semana fue inconsistente pero con momentos. Los Blues arrancaron mal. Forsberg decidió convertirse en la víctima favorita y les metió hat-trick en la derrota 5-2 contra Nashville. Sí, Forsberg. Pero cuando a mí me toca rip the ice, no hace nada. Pero luego, la redención defensiva, victoria 1 contra los Wilbur con Justin Fox marcando el único gol y Joe Hofer con su tercer shutout de la temporada, partido corto, feo, pero efectivo. Y cuando parecía que se levantaba el vuelo, llegó el drama, derrota 2-1 en overtime contra los Rangers con JT Miller clavando el gol ganador. Así que los Blues cierran la semana con una victoria, 2 derrotas, defensa sólida un día, hat-tricks en contra el otro y mucho sube y baja emocional. Porque los Blues nunca saben si va a sonar jazz o puro ruido. Eso fue un minuto de hockey con Rose, de resumen semanal de puck, pasión y un poquito de caos.
All right, that was Rosa en un minuto. Thank you, Rosie. And now it is time for Rose in a minute. And in her stead, It's Chris Cody. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, kids. This is 1 minute of hockey with Rose, and this week we're heading to St. Louis, where the week was inconsistent, but it had its moments. The Blues started off rough. Flip Forsberg decided to turn them into his favorite victim and dropped a hat trick on them in a 5-2 loss to Nashville. Yes, Forsberg, but of course when I pick him and rip the ice, he does absolutely nothing. Then came the defensive redemption, a 1-0 win over Winnipeg with Justin Falk scoring the only goal and Joel Hofer recording the third shutout of the season. A short game, an ugly game, but an effective one. And just when it looked like they were taking off, the drama hit. A 2-1 overtime loss to the Rangers, and with JT Miller burying the game winner. Bergeron scored again for St. Louis, but it wasn't enough. So the Blues finished the week with 1 win and 2 losses, solid defense, one day, hat tricks against them the next, a whole lot of emotional up and downs. And this was 1 minute of Hockey with Rose, your weekly recap of passion and a little bit of chaos, because with the Blues, you never know if you're going to hear jazz or just pure noise.
Music class. That's great. Thank you, Chris.
Done.
Thank you, Chris, for that. And let's see.
Right. When you said English, I thought maybe you wanted a British accent.
No.
Good day, mate.
I would have loved it.
I was hoping for the British
an
accent.
accent.
I mean, you can read.
Then Jenny
could
could
do
have
it
done
again. Yeah, we could have gotten Jenny for that. And the Rangers
you, Chris.
only seem to be able to win.
Thank you, Governor.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the hockey stat of the week.
The hockey stat of the week.
Hello, gentlemen. Hi, guys.
You have a hangover or something?
No, I don't have a hangover.
Bullshit.
I'm just tired.
Okay.
I would tell you if I had a hangover.
No, you wouldn't.
I 100%
actually,
I
you know
would.
what?
I would make
you
no
would tell
secrets
us all
about
the
it.
symptoms that you've ever had in your life.
I would never ever keep that a secret from you, Roy. Okay, hey. How you guys doing?
Hey,
So that Kirill Kaprizov guy up in Minnesota, he's pretty good. And now he's paired with another guy that's pretty good, Quinn Hughes, which, hey, that trade happened. That was pretty big news. Mm-hmm. So he's only going to get better with Quinn Hughes, and he has only been getting better. The Wild have outscored opponents 16-4 in the 3 games they've played with Quinn Hughes. They're, of course, 3-0. They are red hot, 7-2-1 in their last 10. My stat of the day comes from @DylanLaux4 on Twitter. Since entering the NHL in 2020-21, Kirill Kaprizov and Alex Ovechkin were tied for the most goals by a Russian skater in the NHL. Kaprizov has now broken that tie. He has 207 goals. He scored again last night in 354 games since entering the NHL.
So you're saying Kaprizov is going to break Ovechkin's record someday? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not necessarily saying that, David. What I am saying is that earlier, either this year, sometime this calendar year, it could have been this season, it could have been last season, we were talking about Kaprizov, and I called him the greatest player in Wild history, and you kind of scoffed at me, David, and I haven't forgotten about that.
He always remembers.
The greatest player in Wild history. I think he just recently got to second on their all-time goal-scoring list, and of course he's there for 8 more years at $17 million, so he's going to get to number 1 eventually. Great player, and only going to be better with Quinn Hughes. I can't wait to keep watching that pairing. They are electric.
All right, it's time for wins and fails of the week. It's presented by Jägermeister. Serve a code or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister, damn, that's cold. For more, visit Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. What is your win, David?
My win is a goalie win, but I think we can all appreciate it. Yes, thank you. We're going to go to Coral Springs, the former Florida Panthers practice facility, and that's where a tournament was going on last week. And the sons of 2 Hall of Fame goaltenders, Roberto Luongo's son and Martin Brodeur's son, were going against each other in goal, and their dads were in the stand. Well, Roberto's actually, I think he's an assistant coach on the travel team, the Junior Panthers. Yeah. And then Martin Brodeur was there with his son, the Afton Americans, the St. Louis travel team. How cool is that? How random is that? That you get Martin Brodeur's son and Roberto Luongo's son, 2 of the best goaltenders to ever play in our lifetime, and their kids are going up against each other in net. I thought that was awesome.
I didn't put the video in because the video was kind of long, but it was posted on Instagram from Craig Minervini.
Yes.
Of South Florida sports legend, of course, and a great guy. Minnie was at the game posting a video where he's like, hey, look, over here is Max Brodeur, and over there is, I think his kid's name is Gianni Luongo, and up there is Marty Brodeur, and over there is Roberto Luongo. Like, just the coolest freaking thing you'll see in minor league hockey, like, or young, amateur hockey like that. Really
Craig
cool.
actually was there because he was reffing. He refs games. He refs
No
men's
way.
league games. He refs youth
That's
games.
amazing.
So he was there reffing games. He's like, yeah, look what I just walked out to.
That's
so cool.
We got a large round number for Leon Draisaitl as he earned his 1,000th point with an assist on Zach Hyman's goal in Edmonton's 6-4 win over Pittsburgh. He became the first German player to reach that number. Now, it's a secondary assist, but he's got that 1,000-point. And what do you get for that? You get the puck, right? And nothing else.
Do you get like a silver stick, or is that for 1,000 games?
No, I believe those are for games.
I don't know. I mean, he's probably going to get a watch or something.
You get your whole team pouring out on the ice, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's appropriate that it came on the power play. It should have been a power play goal. But
and also, we'll get to the fill in a second because that fill was pretty epic. Following the game, he took a picture with that puck that earned him that 1,000.
Smoking his way to 1,000 points. That's a hell of a shirt.
Yeah, and that shirt is of him. A picture of him from his wedding reception, smoking a cigarette, and behind him is a tattered German flag and the words "smoking his way to 1,000 NHL points." So good for
Summer Lund darts, baby.
Yeah, Ethan, what's your win?
I'm going to continue and piggyback right off this one, Roy. My win comes from the Oilers broadcast. I believe in the next game after they saw this picture, Gene Principe, who is an absolute legend. I love this guy. If you ever watch Oilers broadcasts, he is just so much fun to watch. Cigs might be back, guys. And this picture of Gene Principe proves that Cigs might be back because to start off the broadcast the next night, here is Gene Principe with a cig in his mouth, just capitalizing fully on the cig movement in the Oilers locker room. I think there was also a picture of Vasily Podkolzin and Calvin Pickard in the locker room after, where they had unlit, we should clarify, Gene's was unlit as well, unlit cigarettes in their mouth as well. Listen, Leon
Farha, like, what are we doing here?
Leon probably needed those cigarettes after losing twice in a row in the finals to the Panthers, so it was well on him for doing that at your wedding.
With cigarettes, one team wins Stanley Cups.
Exactly.
Gene out here looking like Roger Nielsen.
He does look right.
What's your fail of the week, David?
Well, we're going to go back to we're circulating this Oilers Leon Draisaitl. But we're going to go back to Draisaitl's point because he scored that point against his former goaltender Stuart Stinner. And if you look at this, there's the team celebrating, having a blast, and there's Stuart Stinner just sitting there, sweeping the crease. Just nothing's happening next to me. I told Roy, I would have gone for a skate. I would have gotten the hell out of there. I would not have just stood there and dealt with it. But I mean, I guess Stuart Stinner's been used to getting kind of crapped on over the last few years over what's happened with his, the Stanley Cups and everything. So this felt very sadly appropriate for the arc of Stuart Stinner over the last couple of years.
My fail of the week goes to the New York Rangers.
The Rangers.
Yeah, you expected me to say.
Well, you also have the Penguins, no, Roy?
I also have. Well, yeah, that too.
I was expecting you to say the Islanders.
This video, by the way, that's being played is the comeback by the San Jose Sharks. The Pittsburgh Penguins. What was it? I forgot what the score was. It 5-1.
It was 5-1.
4-goal deficit.
Yes.
Yeah, and the Sharks came back to win 6-5 in overtime. Ha!
How good is that Macklin Celebrini? How good is that Macklin Celebrini? He is unbelievable.
Yeah, Will Smith,
man.
too.
He made another great play last night.
Yeah.
He is so good. He's going to be on Team Canada. He's a lock at this point.
Yeah, and that's one of my fails of the weekend. That was an epic fail. So, Pittsburgh Penguins, They have been bad lately.
Yeah.
They've been really bad.
Well,
also, the Rangers, who have also been very bad at home. And here's the reason why. This is a microcosm of their play at home. On the power play, it was a 5-on-3.
How do you give up a goal when you've got two-man advantage?
A two-man advantage. They somehow let Ryan Poling come in on a one-on-one. Igor Shesterkin makes the save but gives up a rebound, and Jackson Lacombe comes in and whacked it a couple of times before scoring. The Ducks ended up winning 4-1.
He what?
Yeah. Wow, okay. You get your
settle down
mind out of the gutter. Shesterkin made a mess of things as he walked out in the tunnel. After the loss to his sticks. Yeah, he should be pissed. He should be pissed.
When you're at 5-on-3 and a guy's getting 3 whacks on rebounds and nobody's there to clean up the crease, I'd be pissed too.
The Rangers were also shut out by the Canucks the very next night. They now have 13 losses at home. They've gone 4-10-3 at Madison Square Garden. It's the second worst home record in the league behind Vancouver. At the time that I wrote this, which was yesterday, based on points gained. They have 2 more loser points than the Canucks, who are 4-10-1 at Rogers Arena. Bad situation.
No, it's not good.
It's
not going to get better either. What are they going to do? Make another trade?
The JT Miller trade didn't exactly work out for them either.
No, man. I don't know what maybe just give it a little bit more time for Mike Sullivan to kind of let his roots take place. But
it's almost Christmas.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, luckily they're good on the road, as proven with the win in St. Louis. So.
Well, that'll be great if they make the playoffs, because then they won't have home ice advantage, so it'll work out well.
Yeah. Ethan, what's your fail?
So we mentioned Tate McRae earlier, guys.
Yes.
Tate McRae, patron saint of Calgary, I guess you could call her. Calgary is her homeland. She's a Flames fan. She's often there. Now, the fail might, you might think, why is this a fail? Well, here's her with a picture getting a new jersey. And the reason she's getting a new jersey from the Flames mascot is because in this picture, if we can zoom in here any chance, she's wearing a Matthew Tkachuk Flames jersey to the game last night. She's wearing a great black jersey with the horse head logo for the Flames, right? But it's a Matthew Tkachuk Flames jersey, which is a fail on the Flames because Matthew Tkachuk has not played for the Flames since 2023. How have you not had one player worth getting a new jersey for Tate McRae for since you traded Matthew Tkachuk?
I mean, maybe she's such a big Flames fan that she's trolling her team. Like, look what you did to me.
Well, she is a certified puck knower. She's a certified puck knower.
I thought she was a Devils fan.
No, she's from Calgary.
I understand she's from Calgary. That doesn't necessarily mean that she would be a Flames fan. But I could have sworn I saw that she was a Devils fan.
Oh, well, she was reportedly on a date with Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
There were pictures of her taken on a date with Jack Hughes.
I just like the pictures of her with Harvey the Hound. Is that how Harvey always looks? Is his tongue always hanging out of his mouth?
His tongue's always hanging out like my dumb-looking dog, Honeybee. And he's also got... But yeah, how do you not have somebody worth getting a new jersey for? Also, she showed up in a Jerome McGinley jersey to the Flames game before, which shows she's a puck knower.
Yeah,
she's a puck knower.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means something.
I mean, if she came to the Saddle Dome wearing a Lanny McDonald jersey, then that'd be a
now you're certifying her as a puck knower.
Then I'll certify her.
She's like 22 years old.
Joe Newendike over it. Know your history. Yeah. Know your history, Gary Roberts.
Trevor Kidd.
This is the last show of the calendar year, so we would like to wish you guys a happy holidays, no matter what your faith is, no matter what you believe. Just enjoy it. I want to share something personal with everybody here. If you listen to the Batard show, you know my wife and I have this story of Aria Hope Bellamy. And back in June of 2021, Meadowlark Media launched, the Freedom 24-hour marathon. And it was early in that marathon. I would say probably at the end of hour one when I announced to everybody that Anita was pregnant. It was going to be our fourth pregnancy. The first pregnancy was Claire. The second pregnancy did not develop. The third pregnancy ended up being a miscarriage. And the fourth was Aria. It was not a couple of weeks later that we found out that Aria had trisomy 18. As you guys know, you have 24 pairs of chromosomes, right? So with trisomy 18, the 18th pair of chromosomes came in as a triplet. And that brought about all sorts of abnormalities, and things just did not go well from that point for Aria. So we had a decision to make, right? And the laws on aborting a pregnancy in Florida were much different back then. And we were on the very last week of potentially having to abort this pregnancy. So had a tough decision to make. And we decided to go through this pregnancy, knowing the risks involved, knowing that Aria could very well have died in the middle of, one of the trimesters and given needs health, So we decided to go on, and through the grace of God, Aria decided, hey, I'm going to come out. We went full term, and it was great, and she gave us 6 days of her life to us. It was great. We hoped that she felt all the love that we could possibly give her in those 6 days before she transitioned and went with God. And her birthday was this Wednesday. It was December 17th. So today, Wednesday would have been her 4th birthday. And I think about it now because at the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital neonatal unit, they have a wall and it's painted and it has butterflies, and it to me, it's just symbolic of her, transforming from a caterpillar to a butterfly before she went on. And I have this paperweight here in front of me. It's blue, it's glass, it's the shape of a heart. Now this paperweight was made with Arya's ashes. And I keep it in front of me for every show here, for every hockey show. And it's my dedication to her. This show, in its entire run, is dedicated to her. And on her birthday, and of course, a couple of days before Christmas with her passing, those 6 days I saw the toughest, bravest person I've ever met. And I celebrate her right now because I miss her and I love her so much. So Arya, thank you. And I know you're watching over me. I know you're protecting me and Anid and Claire. And I miss you. So thank you for allowing me to say this about my daughter. And we're going to move on with the rest of the show. If you're watching on DraftKings Network, we have Brad Williams, who is going to give us an update on the Anaheim Ducks, who are basically running, the Pacific Division, really. I mean, Colorado is right now running the league, but watch out for the Anaheim Ducks because they are absolutely crushing over there. So you can watch that interview on YouTube, and you can listen to it on the audio podcast. Brad Williams is coming up next.
All right, so apparently everyone is launching their own AI agents now. You get an agent. No, you get an agent. They're automating tasks, running workflows, making decisions, and occasionally absolutely wrecking your day. You know what I'm talking about. An agent deletes the wrong files, changes something you've never approved, or just goes completely off script, like it's trying to improvise its way out of a paper bag. And suddenly, you're the one stuck trying to figure out what went wrong unless you're using Rubrik Agent Cloud. Because here's the thing, AI is moving fast, like really fast. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that lets you monitor, govern, and rewind AI agent actions. One platform that lets you unleash more agents faster without fear that they're going to burn the place down. You get full visibility into what your agents are doing. You can enforce guardrails. You can actually quantify the risk. And if something breaks, you just rewind it, like an undo button, but for AI. And that rewind happens in minutes, not hours or days. And if your business relies on AI agents, you need the ability to monitor, govern, and rewind their actions. Right now, Batard Show listeners get exclusive early access to Rubrik Agent Cloud. Head to Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com. Rubrik.com.
Brad Williams makes people laugh, and he's going to make us laugh. He already did.
Laughing already. He didn't even say anything yet. He hasn't even said anything. Well, can we show Brad what Brad looks like so people understand why?
There's a reason why he was wearing a goalie mask in the shape of the Ducks logo is because he's going to give us his Anaheim Ducks update. He is currently on tour. It's the Growth Spurt Tour. He's going to be in Fort Lauderdale at the Parker Playhouse on December 30th, so he's going to be in town. And Dave, you're not going to be here.
No, I will be on a red eye on my way back from out west when Brad is performing. I'm very upset about that.
That is called poor timing, my friend.
That's called letting my wife plan, and I have to live with her. So Brad, I'm upset. I wanted to be there.
Blame it all on her.
Yeah,
blame it all on her.
That's what we usually do
fine.
around here. Yeah.
Well, good news is for you is that you can drive north to Duval County, and I'll be in Jacksonville on December 31st, New Year's Eve. So you can leave Miami and celebrate the New Year in Jacksonville, or as their football coach likes to call it, Duval.
It's on the Stream Deck there, Mr. Guy sitting in the seat that's in front of the Stream Deck.
Jayville?
Is it really?
Yes, it is, really.
All right, hold on. I'm doing my job. I was
like Billy
cutting the
Corgan
show, All right, ask Brad. I'll find it.
All right. While Ethan finds it, we're going to go quack here with the Anaheim Ducks update. Go ahead, Brad. What do you got for us?
Listen, man, the Ducks are very excited. That's right. The Ducks are very excited. We finally got our goalie back. We got Dostal back. He's looked absolutely great the last few games. Coming back from the injury. Shout out to the goalies that were coming in for us, having some great wins. No, number 33 specifically, and. But now we're back to full strength. The Ducks are an exciting team. We play tonight, and as this is being recorded, we are in second place in the Pacific Division, behind the Vegas Golden Knights. But you look at guys like Leo Carlson. You look at guys like Seneca, and you just having a young, exciting core that isn't. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Florida Panthers and what they built up. It really does. So hopefully we have the same amount of success. It's a great time to be a Ducks fan, and I am certainly a Ducks fan. Quack Attack is back, Jack. Let's go.
Is there a chance that Joel Quenneville is going to win the Jack Adams Award?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yes,
I say it is because the Ducks, they were an afterthought last year. No one thought like, oh, the Ducks last year, like, oh, they're really gelling, they're really putting it together. But this year they are, and the only sort of variable that changed is we got the new coach, and we got Seneca in the draft, which turned out to be a great draft pick, and obviously Leo Carlson gets 1 year older. I remember when Carlson was drafted, we missed out on Connor Bedard, and I thought, that's the only shining star in that draft. Turns out, wrong. This guy was wrong. Leo Carlson, very exciting player, and so I do believe he is in the running for that award.
I want to make an apology. I said that Rose is on vacation. She's not on vacation. She's working from home. And as proven for a minute.
Yeah, well, we got to make sure that we get our facts straight.
Well, I'm sorry.
Thank
I apologize. It looks like a vacation.
No.
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 No, it's not, apparently. Anyway, Ethan.
Brad, how much cooler would Beckett Seneca's name be if it were Beckett Senecki, like it's spelled? How much better of a hockey name is Beckett Senecki than Beckett Seneca?
Journalism, everybody.
That's what we're here for, boys.
You know what? It just makes me think, what would his hockey nickname be if it was Beckett Senecki? Because do you still, do you call him Bex? Do you call him Becky? You call him S, Senex? I'm not sure what you go with, but but thankfully he's a very exciting player. I remember when the Ducks drafted him, I thought, and this is coming from me, I thought, who is this tiny, tiny person that thinks that they can play hockey? And turns out he is an absolute wizard with the puck. Very exciting player.
Speaking of exciting, the Ducks, I didn't realize this, they haven't made the playoffs since 2018. So how excited are you right now for the prospect that you're going to be going to playoff hockey in a few months?
Here's the best part. In addition to my team being what perceives to be a playoff hockey team again, is that I am a D, maybe an F list celebrity. But then because I support the Ducks, they don't have a lot of celebrity fans. Like if I'm going to a Kings game, I'm 122nd in line behind, the likes of Will Ferrell, Justin Bieber,
what's his name?
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, and her husband.
Yeah,
and Herb Brooks. Why can't I think of Kurt Russell's name? Oh my God.
Kurt Russell's
Herb
name.
Brooks is dead.
Yeah.
No, but he played Herb Brooks.
Yeah, I was like,
Miracle.
wait, Goldie Hawn's married to
No,
Kurt.
man, come on. Miracle's the best hockey movie of all time.
They're not even married.
Yeah.
They're domestic partners.
Yeah, domestic partners. I don't know why Roy knows that. Okay, so
They're famously not married.
Yeah, so that's where I would be in line if I was a Kings fan. But despite the fact that I have a signed Wayne Gretzky, Marty McSorley plaque behind me, I am not a Kings fan. I am a lifelong diehard Ducks fan, and they have hooked me up. I was at a game a few weeks ago, a very exciting game against the Kings where the Ducks won in a shootout. I got to do the take flight button where I hit it, and then a bunch of smoke and stuff goes off, and it was awesome. And the best part was that I got the chance to go down as the Ducks enter the ice, and with my daughter, and we got to say hi to the Ducks, and she held out her arm, and all the Ducks gave her a high five, and then the Ducks won that game. So I'm thinking that we need to go back to every game, and touching the Asian dwarf baby is the good luck for the Ducks, because they all gave her high fives. Gudis, the captain, even kind of took a moment with her, and now we got a Ducks fan for life in this household. So it is a very exciting time, and I'm excited that I'm going to get to go to some playoff hockey games, and I think we can all agree with this. Not only is the NHL the best sport live, playoff hockey just takes it to a whole nother level. So I will be there. I will be wearing this mask, and I will be having a lot of fun supporting my Ducks.
Duval.
Thank you for that.
Timing.
So is your daughter like a Radko Gudas mega fan now? 'Cause he's just the best. We loved him when he was down here. So is Radko Gudas like the Duck of your family right now?
Right now, yes, because he took time to talk to my daughter and even gave me a signed stick.
The profile when you turn sideways is spectacular. Oh my God.
Amazing. You look like you're wearing a catcher's mask, like with the hat on and everything. Like, oh, it's so good, dude.
And it's a Radko Gudas autograph stick. That is awesome. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
memorabilia house.
It truly is, and I believe he's the top Duck in our house right now. I just love the fact that this team is coming together and they're embracing each other. They're doing a lot of bonding stuff together. They have, I don't know if people follow the Ducks on social media, you know that after every game, in addition to the traditional 3 stars of the game, the Ducks give away the Gordon Bombay jacket after every game, which they have a jacket.
Oh, that's cool.
Modeled after Gordon Bombay from the movie, and they give it away to their favorite player or the MVP of the game. And I don't know if they wash it. I truly don't know if they watch that jacket. But if that jacket could talk, wow, it would have a lot of smells to speak of.
Yeah.
But it's an exciting team. It's a team that's gelling at the right time, and I'm really stoked for what this means for Orange Country. That's the other thing.
Orange Country.
I don't know.
Orange County, Orange Country.
Orange Country. That's our slogan.
I like it.
Here's the deal. There's as someone who is from Orange County, California, there is another pro team in our city that it tries to not be associated with Orange County. They're the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, which I know this joke has been made, but if you translate that to English, it is the Angels of Anaheim, which is the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So they're trying to be LA. The Ducks, they say, welcome to Orange Country. They're trying to be Orange County. They are trying to embrace the neighborhood around them. They switch back to the bright orange jerseys. And, man, the fans have really responded. They do excellent giveaways like this mask. And I also have some old Ducks Vans. They did a partnership with Vans.
The shoes?
And yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, have you seen these? They're so good, Jorky. They're so good.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can get a picture and take your list real quick. Sorry.
I have some plum green
wow.
Duck shoes, the old school colors, and they are awesome. So they're doing amazing giveaways. They're really getting the fan base excited, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it that the Ducks have really embraced Orange County as their area and as their fan base.
I'm looking at the Panthers schedule right now. You're going to be here December 30th. They do have a game Monday, December 29th against the Capitals. You're not going to be here for the Winter Classic, obviously, because
no. But there is a game on the 29th.
Yes, there's a game on the 29th against the Capitals. That's the day before. They have a back-to-back, by the way. That's the day before your show.
I'm flying in a day early.
Ooh, there you go.
I'll be there. I'll be there on the 29th.
Let's go.
Let's frickin' go. I will wear this duck mask so no one recognizes me.
I'll let the chat know, Brad.
Goddamn you and this damn chat. Come on, man.
Get through one show without the chat coming up.
There's a wonderful hockey chat of which I am a part of. Many people in the chat. I do not know their names. I only know the phone numbers.
Both of you are in the chat. You're in the same chat that Ethan's always.
Brad's in the chat.
I'm
in the chat.
Let's start our own chat.
We already have our own chat.
There are no Android users in this chat. It looks amazing. It's all blue text boxes. Every text goes through to the proper chat box. There's none of that separate thing where it's like, all right, now it's a group of 4 over here, a group of 8 over here. All iPhone users, no Android. I'm sorry that we still have not been able to come together like this, Roy.
This is a microcosm of how things are in America, all right?
Yeah.
You just want to separate. What are you doing? Stop playing with the buttons, all right? Stop playing with the buttons. Now, let's get into Joe Bowen. Joe Bowen, after 44 years of giving play-by-play locally for the Toronto Maple Leafs, is turning off his microphone at the end of the season, and the Leafs celebrated him on Wednesday with Holy Mackinac Night. That's his famous catchphrase. So I asked David to compile his top 5 list of best local play-by-play announcers in the National Hockey League, and I'm wondering if Brad would agree or disagree with this list. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. First off, out of respect for the great Joe Bowen, he's not going to be on this list as we're goating him right now.
This is the Joe Bowen Memorial list.
And I'm also not going to include our friend Steve Goldstein, so I feel like we'd be a bit biased in that regard too. So that's the caveat to the list. But here we go. OLI, Mark Moser in Colorado. Just because he's maybe the biggest homer in the league, and
those guys are freaks. I love them. I love that broadcast so much.
And here he comes in it. Score.
By the way, there was a hot mic situation in Philadelphia that landed the play-by-play guy in some extremely hot water. He's been suspended 2 games.
For Jim Jackson?
No, radio. It was a radio play-by-play guy.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said apparently his color analyst, I guess,
was below the desk or something.
Yes,
right?
below the desk, and he said something that I really can't say on the air. And has
okay, might have been a Monica Lewinsky reference, something like that. Okay,
while you're down there, can you please blank me?
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
I mean,
yeah, just a caveat to your top 5 list.
Didn't even make a joke with your partner anymore, dude. About what is woke taken from us?
Can somebody check on Castellanos? Does he have an at bat anytime soon? Because he's about to hit a home run.
Is there a hockey version of Castellanos?
Right.
I'm just gonna go out there and say Corey Perry, just because.
Yeah, Corey
always
Perry.
him.
Yeah, absolutely. Corey Perry is a good.
Corey Perry on a breakaway, and all right. Next OLI is Randy Hahn in San Jose. Sure, you're familiar with him, Brad.
I am. I am not a Sharks fan, but I do know that he is good, and I hate that he's that good.
Yeah, very distinguishable voice. The final OLI is John Forsland in Utah.
Seattle.
Oh yeah, Seattle. My bad. I don't know why I put Utah. But yeah, that's awesome. One of the best ever, and I love that's hockey, baby.
Wow, he's outside the list, huh?
Yes. Well, this is my personal preference list. So this is what my ears like. This is what my ears like.
Okay.
Number 5, Ken Daniels in Detroit.
Yeah. No team that I hate, but gotta respect their announcer.
I mean, you did kind of beat them as a President's Trophy winner. You kind of
beat
shocked
Detroit
the world
in the
on that
Western
one.
Conference Finals not long ago.
That too.
Go to the Stanley Cup Final and win.
And yet you hate them, even though you've done some massive work against them.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
all right, next, number 4, Jim Jackson in Philly. Lived in South Jersey for a while. Timing, Ethan. And yeah, I just like Jim Jackson.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you hung over here.
Number 3, one of the GOATs, Sam Rosen, New York Rangers.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a power play goal.
That's a power play goal. He also
Zibanejad.
No, that's Al Pacino.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's Al Pacino. Yeah.
That's if Tony D'Amato coached the Rangers. Zibanejad! This is just our joke.
I had coffee with Zibanejad a half hour ago.
Number 2, Joe Beninati, Washington. Very much enjoy his calls. And number 1, my favorite guy to listen play-by-play to. I am so jacked up to listen. He gets so excited. Jack Michaels from Edmonton.
He's great. Did you hear the other night when he lost his voice after McDavid scored a goal?
No.
He was fighting through. It was a few weeks ago. It was like they were playing the Stars. It was the game the Stars blew them out, and they scored, and he lost his voice in the middle.
He's just so good. Every 5 minutes down the stretch they come. I don't know, he just gets me so excited.
He's great.
Big fan.
But hey, he played through hurt because he's a hockey announcer, and that's what you do.
Right, exactly.
You have any thoughts out of the Western Conference, Brad? Because obviously Colorado is kind of running things there as well as Dallas. But how does everything else look out there?
I mean, it is nice to have, obviously, like I've said before, the Ducks being back in the mix, but the Avs look very tough, and the Ducks played them a few weeks ago. Watched the game, and they are a well-oiled machine. So it is definitely going to be the Avs. The cup is going to have to go. You got to go through the Avs. That's just the bottom line. But it is exciting here out west because you have hockey markets that are not traditional hockey markets, and I'm glad the Mammoth is actually turning out to be good. I'm loving this. Vegas supports their team. Ducks out in Anaheim, San Jose. these are great hockey markets that are oftentimes overlooked.
All right, Brad, I got a question for you. Just being a comedian, very sharp-witted guy, one of the things I love most about hockey is the chirping and how we just kind of treat each other like shit and it's all good because we love each other. Is there a lot of chirping that goes on behind the scenes at a comedy show? Because I would imagine you guys have some of the best insult vocabulary out of anybody.
I have several group chats that if they ever got published, I would never be able to show my face in public again.
No Android in that.
Yeah, no Android there either. No Android in there in those group chats either. No, it is absolutely the best chirping. And high school never ends. The best thing we have the past week, we've had several comedy clubs here in Hollywood have Christmas parties. And what comics do when we all get together is we all just talk S about other comics. And it's pretty wonderful. People have very strong opinions. And then I'm fully aware that as soon as I leave, then they all turn around and be like, he only has midget jokes. So, I'm fully aware that that's the chirping going on to me. But yes, when people ask me like, hey, what's the best part about being on the road? I say the best part about being on the road is when a show is done, me and my opening acts go to a Waffle House and we just talk S for another 2-3 hours.
Nice.
And that
Waffle
is,
House.
Covered and smothered?
Chunked.
Nice.
I like chunked. Yeah. Yeah.
Get a little grilled cheese action. Yeah, I like Waffle House.
Darn right. Yeah. And then do you ever have that guy who, cause you guys have do you guys have Waffle Houses in Florida?
We do.
Yeah, we do. Of course.
All right. So do you ever have the guy sit down with you at the Waffle House? Maybe he hasn't been to Waffle House in a long time and he orders like a burger from the lunch menu and everyone just looks at him like, are you insane? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is a freaking Waffle House. You get the All-Star special. You get the grits the way you want them. You might get some hash browns. That's it. That's
And you get a
your
chair
role at
in
a
your
Waffle
face.
House.
No,
you get a chair thrown in your face.
I will get a
You
grilled
do-
cheese occasionally at the Waffle House.
You see, no one likes you. No one likes you.
Why is there always a chair being launched in every video I see from Waffle House?
Because it happens
Because
to be
that is why you go to a Waffle House, because you're gonna have you have a level of food. It's never gonna go up, but it's also never gonna go below. And it's just a solid, but
It's a
then
solid
there's
second line winger. Like it's never going to be on
Exactly.
the top line, but it's never going to be on
Never.
the fourth line. You always know what you can expect. It's a thumper.
The funniest
Exactly.
thing, the funniest thing about because we have a Waffle House in Miami Gardens, it's on 441 near Ives Dairy, and driving by it every single day going to work and coming from work, there's a police kiosk, like it's like a satellite, a police kiosk right there next to the Waffle House. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get waffles.
See, I like Rose. Rose knows the role. She goes in. She orders a waffle from the house of waffle, Casa de Waffle.
Hold on, let me be clear. Let me be clear. I am also getting a waffle and hash browns. I'm saying I get a grilled cheese in addition to my waffle.
Have you guys ever had to do the
Just to be all right.
Have you guys ever had to do the Waffle House challenge? Do you know about the Waffle House challenge?
What is the Waffle House challenge?
So it's like a common fantasy football punishment, which is the loser of your league has to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House. And they
Kiss my ass.
They get 1 hour knocked off for every waffle they eat. So if you eat
I've
a waffle,
seen the equivalent of this with like beers.
so
with, like,
basically,
alcohol.
if you eat 12 waffles, you have to spend 12 hours. So you have to eat 12 waffles in 12 hours, and then you can get out of the Waffle House in 12
Waffle
hours.
an hour would probably work there.
See, I've seen the equivalent is the 24-hour bar thing, where you have to stay in a bar for 24 hours, but for every
beer,
every drink,
yeah.
or for every like food item, you can knock off X amount of time.
You think you
Are
can
you
knock out 12
allowed
waffles
to-
though, Brad? Because I don't
dude.
know if I could.
I could spend 48 hours in a Waffle House if I had to. To me, that is not a punishment. You get me with the right crew. I have a friend, my opening act.
You and Tony have a guy.
Yeah. JB Ball is my opening act, and he would be in there with me even if he didn't have a punishment or didn't have to be rewarded. Like, he would just be there with me because he and I both love Waffle House. We have seen several confrontations in a Waffle House. Some of our greatest stories was the cook. I use that in quotes. The cook one time was clearly on some mind-altering substances while being the cook, and JB and I were the only people in this Waffle House. The only people. And it took him an hour and a half to make 2 waffles. He kept moving. It was very weird. Like, he kept moving. He kept doing stuff. And then hour and a half for the waffles. We have seen fights. There was one fight that got broken up simply because one of the people in the fight saw me and was like, "Aren't you that midget comedian?" Oh. So
peacekeeping comedian.
I mean, you might as well.
I'm fine with that.
Brad, where is the most remote Waffle House that you've been to in touring this great country? Like,
this great country.
I mean, this shithole.
The free country,
yeah,
the United States.
They're the most remote waffle, dude. There are places in Arkansas that are just like, you have one town with a one-horse town, one stoplight, but they'll have 2 Waffle Houses.
Yeah, the good Waffle House and the Waffle House we used to go to.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the old Chris Rock joke updated for Waffle House, because that is true. In Gainesville, Florida, I mean, that's not really remote.
That's where I'm from, dude. I mean, not from, but that's home. That's home.
College there.
They just added their second Waffle House, and man, the town is abuzz.
Ooh.
The town is more abuzz about that than the current Florida Gators football team.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those sundown towns.
There's a lot more in Gainesville than Waffle Houses. Maybe just outside of Gainesville. Maybe when you get into like Dixie County and Gilchrist.
Again, you gotta watch out for those sundown towns. Over here talking about Dixie County.
Sure do.
What are you doing over here?
Two Americas. Two Americas. But I will say, one of my favorite activities to do at a Waffle House is have a Touch Tunes competition in the Waffle House. You go to the Waffle House. Every person in the Waffle House has an assignment. You get 3 songs, and your job is to keep the party going. That is your job. Ooh. And the patrons of the Waffle House will judge whether you kept the party going or not. That is my favorite thing to do in a Waffle House. I highly advise it, although I have seen one fight happen because someone played New Edition and then turned to their friend and was like, take it, like, hey, you sing this part. And then the person didn't know the lyrics to the New Edition song.
To Mr. Telephone Man?
Yeah, and then a fight blows there.
So here's what has to happen. When Brad comes to town for this December 29th game against the Capitals.
He has to go to Miami Gardens to the Waffle House?
We all have to go to Waffle House after.
Do we really?
We have to go get dinner at Waffle House after the game.
Dinner? And what?
Dinner, breakfast, whatever, dude. Brenner?
I am.
Brenner?
Totally. No, there's only one acceptable time to go to Waffle House, and that's between midnight and 5 a.m. That is when you go to Waffle House.
No, man, those are comedian times, Brad.
Exactly. That's when I go.
And
Duval.
2 p.m. at a Waffle House. That's depressing. 2 a.m. at a Waffle House. That's a party.
That's when it's a life.
And that wraps up our Anaheim Ducks update. Brad is on tour. The Growth Spurt Tour, which is coming to Fort Lauderdale in 2 weeks, in December 30th at the Parker Playhouse.
And
Brad
if you
Williams.
haven't been paying attention, Duval County the day after.
In Duval.
That's right.
Where normally a good producer would hit the button that says Duval.
I'm editing the show. I'm a good producer back here. I'm editing the show. Yeah.
You're editing the show.
Listen, I got things to do, people to see, places to go. I'm trying to get a leg up
Give
here.
him a break. I'm not there. I am the greatest producer of all.
You sound like you're speaking from a freaking cave.
It's Guatemala.
It's like she went to Stranger Things. She's in the cave.
It's Guatemala. We don't have internet here. We live in trees.
She's in the upside down, right side up. Brad Williams, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you. Let's go, Ducks. Embrace Orange Country. Quack Attack is back, Jack.
Duval.
Today's episode is brought to you by Venmo. Look, no matter how your favorite team does this season, there's still one way to feel like a winner. And that's with Venmo. That's because when you use Venmo to transfer $50 or more to a DraftKings DFS account for the first time or the first time in 3+ months, you'll get $25 in DraftKings bonus credits. Terms apply. Just go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer to activate your offer. Then choose Venmo to add funds to your DraftKings account, add $50 or more, and boom! 25 bonus credits will appear in your DraftKings account if you're eligible. This offer is only good through February 15th, 2026, or while supplies last, so don't fumble your chance before time runs out. Here's the deal. Venmo is a fast, easy way for you to add money onto DraftKings. And if you don't have a Venmo account yet, don't sweat it. You can download the app and sign up in minutes. So what are you waiting for? Just add $50 or more to your DraftKings DFS account with Venmo, and you'll get $25 in bonus credits Go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer and go get that bonus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. One per customer. Minimum $50 transfer from your Venmo account to DraftKings DFS account. $25 reward issued as non-withdrawable DK dollars site credits that do not expire while rewards last. 20,000 total transfer redemptions available. See terms at www.draftkings.com/Venmo offer. Ends February 15th, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern.
Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. You know what I'm going to be doing on Christmas Day, and it's going to be watching Marty Supreme. Because I didn't even need to know that critics were calling Marty Supreme a full-throttle masterpiece and the best movie of the year. I already knew that was going to be the case. From A24 and starring Timothée Chalamet, alongside powerhouse cast Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Ozion, and Tyler Akoma, Marty Supreme, Christmas Day, only in theaters.
Okay, it is time to enter the Panthers Den, and the Panthers are doing very well. They have won 6 out of the last 7.
It's a party in the Den this week. This is the best Den week we've had all season. Let's go.
Currently, at the end of Wednesday night, when they beat the Kings, they were tied for second in the wild card spot with the Montreal Canadiens. That has since changed. They are outside looking in, but they are very, very close right now. They are a win away from being tied, I believe, tied for
second. They'll be tied with the Canadiens unless the Canadiens play tonight. But yeah,
depending on what happens tonight.
Well, Montreal plays Pittsburgh, so I know Roy would be thinking they're going to win.
Yeah.
Boston hosts Ottawa, so maybe. But either way, the Panthers are right there. If they keep on this path, they'll be climbing up the standings. It'll be all good.
Yeah, they have crawled their way back into contention after being second to last in the Eastern Conference, even though it is quite tight.
It is.
In the East right now. That wake-up call against Colorado really set things straight for the Panthers. It was just one hiccup between that 6 out of 7 that they won. But yeah, after losing 4 straight, to be on that type of run, getting themselves back into near playoff contention, it's just a good thing to see with, again, Kachuk's not back yet.
Nope.
Not a lot of people are back yet, except for Eetu Luostarinen. It's just a good thing to see for the Panthers.
Roy, you called the Colorado game the wake-up call, but I'll push back on that with you. I'll go back to
Nashville, actually.
It was Nashville. I think Nashville was the wake-up call here, where the Panthers were up 1-0 that entire game. They blow the lead very, very late in the third period. The game goes to overtime. They lose on a really dumb goal. And it just felt like everything in the press conference afterwards was kind of like, okay, like, it can't get any worse than this. We can't get any worse than blowing a lead late to the worst team in hockey. And since then, they obviously, that crazy game against Columbus where they stole 7-6, they beat up really good on the Islanders. That Utah game was closer than I think, or the score is closer than the game really was. Got blown out by the Avalanche. And then 3 straight against the Stars, the Lightning, they dominated, and the Kings in a fun one the other night. They're back to playing Panther hockey. They look like the team that we're used to seeing on the ice, and they have been playing Panther hockey by the analytics all year, but the goaltending has tightened up a little bit, the defending has tightened up a little bit, and they just look more like the Panthers. They're controlling the game in the offensive zone more, and look, the biggest part is they're putting results together. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10, and they're right there knocking on the door. Like the Lightning are 3-6-1 in their last 10 because of all their injuries. So the Panthers are right there. You know, a win tonight basically puts them back in a playoff position, and all they have to do, we've said it all year long, is just be in striking distance by the time the Olympic break comes around, and they're in striking distance at Christmas. So,
what have you seen from this past week here, David? Because I've seen a team that's kind of gone back to the old ways as far as having an excellent forecheck that their opponents really cannot defend against.
I think right now it's just the depth is starting to show again. Like getting Luostarinen back was big just because when you lose that many forwards, you see the trickle-down effect is pretty significant. But combine getting Luostarinen back with the emergence or the reemergence of Sam Bennett, Carter Verhaeghe catching fire, or just kind of resuming the pace that he's normally played at, save for a slow start to the season. And now suddenly you've got two really, really good lines. I mean, the Lundell, Lusterine, and Reinhardt line has been a throwback line that we've seen in past years, but with the emergence of Lundell and Lusterine in this season, turning a corner offensively, it's been pretty cool. And then obviously Sam Bennett and Verhage are on fire. Matthew Tkachuk is going to be back within the next few weeks, it looks like, if not sooner, and the depth is going to trickle down even more. Right now, it's an exciting time to be a Panther fan. Like, they're really turning a corner.
You mentioned Lusterine coming back. It's crazy how much better the lineup looked with just one guy returning to the lineup. Like, it made everybody slot back into their proper slots so much easier. Now Matthew Tkachuk could be back. Eventually, it'll be Gadjevich and Nosek and Schwint, Kulikov. Like, everything is slowly working back to looking like the roster that we saw in the Stanley Cup final last year. And then obviously the big one will become playoff time, whether they can get the captain back or not.
I mentioned the forechecking. They have Carolina tonight, the other massive forechecking team in this league. What do you see in this one? One of you.
Sorry, I totally distracted myself because I started reading about what the Flyers broadcaster did to get suspended. So
oh, no.
I had that tab still open from when we were talking to Brad Williams, and oh my God.
Yeah, pretty funny. No, Roy, it's going to be,
we're not on the air, are we?
My God. We always know what we're going to get with these Carolina matchups. Look, they can't score on the power play, but they're going to be relentless on the forecheck. But the Panthers kind of, they control these matchups a lot, and this is a good matchup for the Panthers. And, it'll be interesting to see without Barkov and Tkachuk, because it's kind of like two teams. I mean, the Panthers have Reinhardt, so they have a little more star power than the Hurricanes. But the question with the Hurricanes is always the star power. So we'll see how it goes tonight. But back-to-back here, Friday and Saturday, and then a couple games next week.
It should be a good test. I mean, Carolina, they're always very solid and consistent during the regular season. Their defensive systems, their structure, it's really solid. I don't think, really, as I knocked my microphone away.
Oh, boy.
No, I mean, like the Panthers, the Carolina's done a good job against the Panthers in the regular season over the last few years. It's just when the playoffs start that Florida just dominates. What are they, like 8-1 in the two conference finals that they played against Carolina? So, but again, to Ethan's point, a good test against a good team right now is a good thing for the Panthers because they're playing the best hockey of the season, arguably, right now. Maybe not arguably. So going into this challenging back-to-back, a good team against Carolina, a frisky team against St. Louis, and then a road game against Carolina, Ethan.
Yeah, by the way, St. Louis is 4-5-1 in the last 10. They are 3 points out of a tie in the second wild card spot in the West with the Sharks and the Mammoth.
Yeah, they're right there.
The West is so funny because right now the Columbus Blue Jackets and Sabres are tied for the bottom of the East with 34 points. That would get you 3 points out of a playoff spot in the West.
Yeah. Yeah,
everything is so.
The Blue Jackets will be right there with the Blues right now.
Everything is so bunched up in the East, and those teams are so good. And then there's really a big separation in the West, especially between the top teams where Colorado is 55, Dallas 51, Minnesota 47, and then the next best team is the Golden Knights and Ducks at 42. So.
26 points separate the top of the West from the bottom of the West.
Unreal.
And in the East, 12 separates Carolina from Buffalo? And less than 10, 7 points separates last place Buffalo from first place Detroit? What are we doing?
All right, that is our final show of 2025. We will be covering the Winter Classic.
Yeah, we will.
And then we will head straight into 2026. Our next show is January 9th. Thank you to whoever. Thank you, Rosie.
Have you gotten all your training in for the media skate, Roy?
Yeah, I should be able to glide.
When are we going? Are we going? When is it?
As soon as I get the schedule, I'll let you guys know. You are credentialed. He is credentialed. I am credentialed. Rose was credentialed, except she's out of the country.
She lost it.
She lost that.
She already lost her credential.
She lost it.
I prefer to be in a cruise with the sun than freezing. So, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Who's holding the camera?
Yeah. It'll be Sean McGill, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah! Awesome.
Son will be helping us out during the Winter Classic, and we appreciate him. In the video room, I have no idea. But thank you to you guys for helping us out. It's Danny and Gino?
I think.
Danny and Gino, thank you for helping us out today. That was clutched by you. Rosie, I miss you. Come back soon, please, because this place will fall apart without you. Ethan?
Do not fall off the ship, Rose. Whatever you do, just don't get lost at sea.
Yeah. I might.
Yeah, don't fall off the boat. Please. Brad Williams, thank you for joining us today. That's David Dwork. My name is Roy Bellamy. We will see you in 2026.
Doug. Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu, is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Verbo last-minute deals make chasing fresh mountain powder incredibly easy. With thousands of homes close to the slopes, you can easily get Epic Pow, Freshies, First Tracks, and more. No need for months of planning. In fact, you can't even plan Pow. Pow is on its own schedule. Thankfully, somewhere in the world, it's always snowing. All you have to do is use the last-minute filter on the app to book a last-minute deal on a slope-side private rental home. Book now at Verbo.com.